Hi everyone, Casey here. Welcome back to my channel, Casey on Location. In this video, I will discuss how to achieve better voice recording quality using your camera for filming, such as what I'm doing now for making YouTube videos. If you can remember and apply two simple rules, I can almost guarantee that you will get better results. The first rule is to not use the built-in microphone on your camera. You should use an external microphone. The second rule is to never use the built-in microphone on your camera. Always use an external microphone. If it sounds like you just heard an echo, yes, I repeated myself for emphasis, and I will explain why it's important to use an external microphone. Before moving on to the demonstration, I need to show you how and why it's important to go into your camera's menu to change the sound recording setting from auto to manual and to make other necessary changes. For this video, I will use my Canon 90D camera. This is a typical DSLR camera that many people have. So what I show you in this video will apply for many others who have a similar type of camera. On the back of the camera, I first changed the setting to video shooting mode by pressing down this lever here. Then I press the menu button over here and then go to the icon that looks like a camera at the far left, here. In menu number 1, scroll down to Sound Recording and press the Set button to enter and make changes. Then change the setting from auto to manual and press the Set button again to save the change. Now I'm ready to make manual level adjustments. If you have a different camera, such as by Nikon, Sony, or Panasonic, you will need to refer to your manual in order to find the menu settings that will allow you to manually change the audio recording level. The next step is to scroll down to the record level setting, then press the Set button. Record level is right there, press the Set button. You will now notice there are 5 different notches along the horizontal bar, which indicates the audio level from lowest to highest. The notch on the far left is the lowest level setting. Right here, let's call this 0. The notch on the far right is the highest level setting. Over here, let's call this 100. If I reduce the recording sensitivity level by moving the setting to the left side by pressing this button here, like this, the camera will record my voice in a lower volume. If I increase the recording sensitivity level by moving the setting to the right side by pressing this other button here, like this, the camera will record my voice in a higher volume. For my own camera, when I first bought this, the default setting out of the box was set 1 notch below 100. Let's call this setting here 75. At the 75 default setting, this means the camera's built-in microphone sensitivity level is quite high for picking up sounds from a distance. If you are only using your camera's built-in microphone for recording because you do not have any external microphones, then it might be necessary to have the setting as high as 75 if you are trying to record sound from a farther distance. However, that high sensitivity level at 75 can potentially cause unwanted background hissing and humming noise that will spoil your audio. So this is important to be aware of. If you are recording your voice from a closer distance, then you probably need to reduce the recording level lower, such as reducing the level to the halfway mark at 50. Let me demonstrate that. Notice that as I'm pressing this button here, left or right, there is a notch here that also moves left or right for decreasing or increasing the volume level. When done, press Set to save. If the camera is constantly recording audio, let's say you are constantly talking nonstop every second, then you might not hear that potentially unwanted background electronic noise. But as soon as you are not talking and there is silence in the room, the camera's microphone will actively search for sound to record, and that will cause the unwanted background hissing noise that will spoil your audio. This is especially true if your camera's recording level is set for auto mode, which is why it's important to change to manual mode instead. So the big question is this: how do you avoid that unwanted electronic background hissing or humming noise while at the same time achieve good volume level for recording your voice? The answer is that you need to reduce the recording level to a lower setting because the default 75 setting is too high, and this will result in electronic background humming or hissing noise getting introduced into the recording, which will spoil the audio. It's important to have the recording level set no higher than is necessary. Generally speaking, you probably do not want the level set any higher than 50, and you may want the setting even lower, such as down to 40 or 30. You will need to experiment with trial and error to manually reduce the recording level setting to a point where you can no longer hear any electronic background noise caused by the camera's internal preamp. As a test, do this experiment with your own camera. Manually set the recording level all the way up to 100 maximum, like this. This notch indicates that the audio recording level is now at 100 maximum. And listen to the audio with headphones on, and I guarantee that you will hear very noticeable electronic humming or hissing noise caused by the camera's preamp. This is what you want to avoid. Again, to avoid that electronic background noise, you need to reduce the recording level lower, like this. To the point where that noise is gone, you will need to experiment with trial and error until you find just the right level for your own microphone and camera setup. So to compensate for the lower recording level, you will need to use a powered external microphone, such as a shotgun mic that has a plus 10 or plus 20 decibel gain feature, so that the recording is coming from the external microphone instead of the camera's built-in mic. This is how to achieve good, clean recording volume while having the camera's recording level manually set lower to avoid the electronic background noise. For the rest of the camera's sound recording menu settings, I usually use the following settings. For the wind filter, I usually have that set on disable. And for the attenuator, I normally have that set on enable. At this point, I am finished making manual changes to the sound recording menu. I will now press the menu button to exit out of sound recording settings. I might need to later go back into the sound recording settings again if I need to make adjustments to the recording level, but for now I'm done with the settings. I will now show two different examples of a powered shotgun microphone that will provide clean decibel gain. When I say clean decibel, what I mean is that you will achieve higher recording volume while avoiding the unwanted background hissing noise. Over here is a Movo brand shotgun mic that has a plus 10 decibel gain setting. This Movo VXR700 shotgun mic only costs around $30 and does a good job for the money. Let me demonstrate. Here is the back side of the microphone. There's a switch here in the middle that says plus 10 dB. If I press the switch up, it's now enabled for plus 10 decibel gain setting. There's also another more powerful Movo VXR3031 model that offers up to plus 20 decibel gain setting and costs around $80. Both Movo microphone models are available on Amazon, and I find the Movo mics to be a good lower cost alternative to the more expensive Rode brand mics. Over here to the left side is the Rode brand Video Mic Pro Plus shotgun mic that offers plus 20 decibel gain setting. This is also a powered shotgun microphone and costs much more at $300 because this offers many extra pro level advanced features. Let me show you the back side of the microphone. Here is the plus 20 decibel gain feature. This shotgun mic is a favorite among videographers who film weddings and events because they appreciate the many advanced features and reliability this microphone offers. So the reason these two different shotgun microphones are powered is because they require battery power to operate. This is how the microphones are able to offer plus 10 or plus 20 decibel gain. So for this simpler Movo microphone here, this only takes one AA battery to operate. The more advanced Rode microphone here uses a built-in rechargeable battery that lasts many hours and has the versatility of also taking two AA batteries. Again, because these are both powered shotgun microphones, they offer plus 10 to plus 20 decibel gain feature, which is necessary for recording higher clean decibel gain. However, if you have an unpowered microphone that does not require any batteries, you will not have that plus decibel gain feature. That's why you really want to use a powered microphone instead of a non-powered one. Here is an example of a non-powered shotgun microphone. This one here is the Rode VideoMic Go. Notice that this non-powered mic has a very simple design. It takes no batteries and has no settings for plus decibel gain. If you are using a non-powered shotgun microphone, this means you need to increase the camera's recording level to around 50 to 75 to record your voice at a decent volume level. Otherwise, your voice recording will be too low. However, by increasing the camera's recording level, this in turn has the negative side effect of unwanted background hissing or humming noise, especially when there is silence when you are not speaking. This is what we are trying to avoid. So this is the reason you want to avoid using a non-powered shotgun mic. You should use a powered microphone instead that has a plus 10 or plus 20 decibel feature. The other type of external microphone you can use is called a lavalier microphone, or lav mic for short. A lav mic comes in two different types. One type is a simple wired lav mic whereby the cable length can range between 6 feet to 20 feet length. Here is an example of a simple wired lav microphone. This one is made by Movo brand and has a cable length of 20 feet, which is quite long and only costs around $20 on Amazon. The advantage of this wired lav mic is that it's very cheap in price and easy to use. The disadvantage is that this Movo lav mic does not offer any adjustable higher gain level settings, nor does it offer any type of advanced features. Also, because it's a wired lav mic at 20 feet long, it's easy to trip over the cable and for this to become a tangled mess. But for the low price, it will do a better job compared to using the camera's internal microphone because this wired lav mic is clipped onto your shirt collar very close to your mouth. Anytime the microphone is close to your mouth for recording, you will always get better sound quality. Let me show you a close-up of this microphone. Here is the microphone right here and the clip. And here is the Movo brand wired lav mic. Here is an example of a wireless lav microphone. This is the Rode Wireless Go system. This device includes both the Rode wireless receiver here that connects to the camera using the supplied 3.5mm auxiliary cable, plus the Rode wireless transmitter here with its built-in microphone that can attach directly to my shirt collar close to my mouth. The Rode transmitter has a unique design in that it has a built-in microphone capsule right over here that I can directly record into, or I can choose to attach a separate wired lav mic into the side of the transmitter right here if I want to, and then clip the optional wired lav mic onto my collar. This Rode Wireless Go system uses a built-in rechargeable battery that lasts more than a few hours. Plus, the wireless receiver has a very useful LCD screen right over here that includes a decibel scale so that you can determine if you are recording at the proper volume. Also, what is very useful is that the Rode receiver has a button on the bottom right here that I'm able to press for 3 different gain level settings ranging from low to medium to high setting. This means I'm able to better mix and match the gain level setting in addition to the camera's internal recording level setting for the perfect balance for recording volume. All of these advanced features in this small wireless lav mic is the reason this costs $200, and I highly recommend this. Here is another example of a wireless lav microphone. This here is the Saramonic UW-MIC 96-channel dual lav transmitter system. What is unique about this Saramonic system is that it includes two separate wireless transmitters sending a signal to one single wireless receiver connected to the camera. This transmitter here is set for channel A, and the other one here is set for channel B. This means two separate people can record at the same time using two separate wireless transmitters, and the single wireless receiver on camera will record both voices simultaneously. I removed the Saramonic wireless receiver off the camera to give you a close-up view of what the receiver looks like. So this is the one single wireless receiver that can receive the audio from both separate transmitters at the same time if I choose to do so. This is a powerful $400 wireless lav system that can operate at a much longer 300 feet distance, and it offers adjustable gain level settings, which is important. It's also physically larger and heavier compared to the compact Rode Wireless Go. And this Saramonic system requires a wired lav microphone connected into the transmitter in order to operate. I'm using this Saramonic wireless mic system right now to record my voice for narrating this video up to this point. I have the Saramonic wireless transmitter set to 25 on the volume setting, and the Canon G60 camcorder's audio level is set to 20. I find these two settings to be the perfect balance for volume level for the transmitter and camera for getting around -12 decibel on the Canon G60 camera's decibel scale. So you should be able to hear my voice very clearly with good clean volume. Right now, I'm only recording onto one transmitter on channel A here. The other transmitter on channel B is turned off. The Saramonic lav mic is clipped to my shirt below my collar, and the cable is connected to the transmitter, which is usually clipped to my waist on a belt buckle, and the transmitter is sending my voice directly to the wireless receiver connected to the G60 camcorder. There are pros and cons of using a shotgun mic versus a lavalier microphone. Let's discuss the different use cases for each type of microphone. If you are doing a simple talking head video whereby the camera lens is always pointing at you and you are within a short 3 to 5 feet away, a shotgun microphone on top of the camera will work fine most of the time. However, if you are going to record from a longer distance, such as 7 to 10 feet away or farther from the camera, then you should use a lavalier microphone instead. A shotgun mic is a poor choice to use because the microphone is too far away from you. You need to be within a short distance of less than 4 to 5 feet away for better results. The closer, the better. The important thing to keep in mind is that you always want the microphone to be as close to your mouth as possible for best audio quality. The farther away you are from the microphone, the worse the audio will be. So if you are filming from a longer distance away from the camera, it's better to use a wireless lavalier microphone, such as the Rode Wireless Go system here, or the Saramonic wireless lav system over here. I can easily be over 30 feet distance away from the camera, and the wireless microphone clipped onto my collar will transmit my voice to the camera perfectly. The other major advantage of using a wireless lav mic is for when I need to film behind the camera. If I'm standing behind the camera because I want to film something in front of the lens, such as what I'm doing now, using a wireless mic clipped onto my shirt collar will record my voice with no problem. However, if I try to do the same thing with a shotgun microphone, such as these two microphones over here, and I'm standing behind the camera, that's a problem because my voice will be recorded very low because the shotgun mic is designed to pick up audio in front of the microphone, not from behind the microphone nor the side. This is why for myself, using a wireless lav mic clipped to my collar is a better solution because I can easily record my voice both in front of the camera or behind the camera, depending on my needs. Now I'm going to show you how everything all works together using an external microphone attached to the camera instead of using the camera's built-in microphone. I'm using this external Rode VideoMic Pro Plus shotgun microphone attached to the Canon 90D camera hot shoe. The Rode mic is connected to the camera using the 3.5mm auxiliary cable going from the back of the Rode microphone into the camera's microphone port. Here is the back side of the Rode shotgun microphone, and you can see that it is set for plus 20 decibel gain enabled. In the camera menu screen here, you can see the camera's internal recording level is set for 50. If I set the recording level any higher, such as to 75, the volume will be louder, but there will also be noticeable electronic hissing noise, which we want to avoid. Therefore, 50 is the ideal recording level in the camera menu setting, in addition to the plus 20 decibel gain from the external Rode microphone. With the camera positioned about 4 feet away with the Rode microphone on top of the camera, the audio settings used will record at approximately -12 on the decibel scale, which is a decent recording volume. I'm now showing the front of the camera with the LCD screen swiveled out and rotated so I can see the camera's shooting information, including the audio decibel scale. I'm going to zoom in close so you can see the LCD screen close up. You will notice that as I'm speaking, the external Rode shotgun microphone on top of the camera is transferring the sound to the camera, and the camera's LCD screen is showing a horizontal decibel bar that is moving left to right. Here is the decibel scale on the camera's LCD screen. You will notice that as I'm speaking, there is a horizontal bar moving left to right. You want for the decibel bar to move to the right side to approximately 75 to 80% of maximum, which is roughly equivalent to -12 to -6 decibels, which is the ideal recording volume for your voice. So right about here is approximately between -12 to -6 decibels. You want to maintain your voice recording at this level as much as possible, no higher and no lower. However, if the decibel bar is barely moving to the halfway level on the decibel scale, that means the volume is too low. Let me demonstrate that. Hello, mic check, 1, 2, 3. Notice the decibel bar is barely reaching the halfway level on the decibel scale. This is an example of recording volume that is too low. You need to raise your recording level higher. Or if your recording volume is too high, the decibel bar will reach to the far right side of the decibel scale, which means 0 decibel. That means your recording volume is too high. Let me demonstrate that. Hello, mic check, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. This is an example of recording volume that is too high. Notice the decibel bar is reaching maximum at 0 decibel here. The audio is blown out and you need to lower your recording volume. So to summarize, while you are filming with the external microphone connected to the camera, you want to constantly monitor the decibel scale on the camera LCD screen to make sure you are consistently hitting around the -6 to -12 decibel range. That's how you will know you are getting the ideal recording level. If I choose to use a wireless lav mic instead, such as the Rode Wireless Go system here, the concept is still the same. I will experiment by talking into the transmitter here, which is normally clipped to my shirt collar using the clip on the back side right here, and see where the decibel bar is reaching for the Rode receiver here, which is normally connected to the camera. If the decibel bar here is too low, such as when the horizontal decibel bar is only reaching the halfway mark, like this, mic check 1, 2, 3, mic check 3, 2, 1. I can press the dB button for higher gain volume. Here is the dB button on the bottom of the receiver. The Rode receiver has 3 gain level settings for low, medium, and high. Notice that there is an icon right here at the bottom left of the screen that shows the gain level setting. The gain level is currently set at the low level. If I press the dB button, the setting goes to medium, then high, then back down to low gain setting again. Or conversely, if the decibel bar is too high because it's hitting at 0 decibel at the far right of the decibel scale like this. Mic check 1, 2, 3. Mic check 3, 2, 1. Notice the decibel bar is reaching maximum on the decibel scale. This means the recording level is too high. I can press the same dB button here to change the gain level to a lower setting. Then I will do another sound check until the decibel bar is hitting between 75 to 80% of maximum, which is about -12 to -6 on the decibel scale, which is the perfect level for recording my voice. I now switched over to using the Canon 90D camera for the various upcoming sound tests. Previously, I was using the Canon G60 camcorder. For the various sound tests, using different microphones, I need to adjust the camera's internal recording level either higher or lower in order to achieve approximately -12 decibels for good recording volume. That means for some microphones, I had to raise the camera's internal recording level, and with other microphones, I was able to reduce the recording level, which is a good thing to help reduce any electronic background noise caused by the camera's preamp. For the first sound test, the Canon 90D camera is placed 4 feet away from me, which is the usual distance for when I'm making these videos. I'm only using the camera's built-in microphone with no external mic attached. I'm going to say a couple of short sentences so you can hear the sound quality coming directly from the built-in camera microphone. I have the camera's internal recording level set to 75 to raise up the volume in order to record at approximately -12 decibels. Otherwise, at the setting of 50, the volume is too low with the camera at 4 feet away. So here's the first sound test, and this is what my voice sounds like. How's it going, everyone? Thanks for liking and subscribing to my channel. This is what my voice sounds like coming straight from the camera's microphone at 4 feet away with no external microphone attached, and the camera's recording level is set to 75. Now I switched over to the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus shotgun microphone and placed the mic on top of the camera hot shoe, and I had the setting for +20 decibel turned on, which will amplify the sensitivity of the microphone. The Canon 90D camera with the Rode shotgun mic is 4 feet away from me, and I have the camera's recording level set to 50. With these settings, I'm able to record at approximately -12 decibels. I'm able to reduce the camera's recording level from 75 to 50 because the Rode shotgun mic has the +20 decibel gain feature enabled, which will produce cleaner gain, and this is what my voice sounds like. How's it going, everyone? Thanks for liking and subscribing to my channel. This is what my voice sounds like coming from the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus shotgun microphone on top of the camera hot shoe at 4 feet away. The Rode shotgun mic is set for +20 decibel gain enabled, and the camera's recording level is set to 50. Now I switched over to a lavalier microphone, starting with the simple Movo brand wired lav mic that has a long 20 feet cable. The simple wired lav is connected directly into the camera's microphone port, and the other end with the microphone is clipped onto my shirt right below my collar here. The camera is 4 feet away from me, and the camera's recording level is manually set to about 62. In other words, the recording level is set halfway between 50 and 75, and the decibel scale is reaching about -12 decibels. Although this lav mic does take a tiny button-sized battery, it's important to mention that this Movo wired lav mic has no adjustable gain level feature. There is only an on-off switch, nothing else. Because this is a wired lav mic whereby the microphone is clipped to my shirt collar close to my mouth, it makes no difference whether the camera is 4 feet away or 20 feet away. My voice will sound about the same regardless of distance. Here is the next sound test. How's it going, everyone? Thanks for liking and subscribing to my channel. This is what the audio sounds like coming from the inexpensive Movo brand wired lavalier microphone with the camera 4 feet away, and the camera's internal recording level is set for 62. For the next sound test, I switched to the Rode Wireless Go Lav system. This is also a lavalier microphone, but the major difference is that this is a wireless lav mic, and it offers adjustable gain levels. The Rode wireless transmitter can also accept a wired lav mic inserted into the transmitter if I want to, but for this demonstration, I will simply use the built-in mic capsule on the Rode wireless transmitter right here. The wireless signal on the Rode receiver has a long range, and I can easily record with the camera at 40 to 50 feet away with very good sound quality. But for this demonstration, I will only record with the camera at 4 feet away from me because this is normally my setup for making videos. The Rode wireless receiver is set for the highest gain level and is attached to the camera's hot shoe. The camera's internal recording level is set manually to 37, which is halfway between 25 and 50, and I'm able to record at approximately -12 decibels. And this is what my voice sounds like. How's it going, everyone? Thanks for liking and subscribing to my channel. This is what my voice sounds like using the Rode Wireless Go microphone connected to the camera at 4 feet away. The Rode wireless transmitter is clipped on my shirt right below my collar, and the Rode wireless receiver is set for maximum gain with the camera's recording level set for 37. So now that you've heard various audio tests using different microphones, I hope you were able to hear the difference for each test. I'm sure you would agree that my voice coming straight from the camera's microphone had the worst sound quality. The camera's microphone with its 360-degree pickup pattern recorded my voice in addition to all the other unwanted background noise in the room, including recording the echo from my voice bouncing around the room or the AC or fan ventilation. Also, I had to increase the camera's internal recording level higher to 75 in order to get a decent -12 decibel for recording volume. Otherwise, my voice would be too low. However, by increasing the recording level to 75, this in turn introduced unwanted background electronic humming or hissing noise coming from the camera's preamp, which spoils the audio. Also, if I were to place the camera farther away from me, such as 10 or 15 or 20 feet away, the audio quality from the camera's built-in microphone will get much worse as the distance increases. That's another reason why you do not want to use the camera's built-in microphone. In contrast, using the external Rode shotgun microphone sounds better because the shotgun mic is mainly picking up my voice directly in front of the camera and will reduce any unwanted background noise from the rear or the sides of the microphone. Although the Rode shotgun mic with its +20 decibel gain sounds better than only using the camera's built-in microphone, it's still not ideal for recording my voice because the mic is placed 4 feet away from me, which is a bit too far. Ideally, you want the microphone to be placed much closer to your mouth for the best recording quality. Lastly, the two microphones that should sound the best are the lavalier mics. My voice coming from the Movo wired lavalier mic should sound decent to you because the microphone is clipped below my collar and is very close to my mouth. However, the Movo lav mic does not have any adjustable higher gain level feature, therefore I was forced to raise the camera's internal recording level to get a decent recording volume. My voice should sound noticeably better using the Rode Wireless Go lav system. That's because the Rode Wireless Go system offers an adjustable gain level feature, which means I was able to raise the gain level on the Rode receiver for higher clean decibel gain. This in turn allowed me to reduce the camera's internal recording level, which helped to reduce any unwanted electronic background noise. So I realized that getting good audio quality can be expensive for buying an external microphone. But as I demonstrated in this video, you can start by getting the inexpensive $20 Movo brand wired lavalier microphone, or you can also get the inexpensive $30 Movo brand shotgun mic that offers +10 decibel gain feature. Either one of these inexpensive Movo brand alternatives will give you much better voice quality compared to using only the camera's built-in microphone. That's why I said in the beginning of the video to never use the built-in camera microphone. Always use an external microphone if you want better voice recording quality. For myself personally, I prefer using a wireless lavalier microphone that has an adjustable gain level feature. That type of microphone gives me the best combination of voice quality plus convenience and versatility. So that gets my vote every time. So I hope you found this video useful for how to achieve better audio quality using your camera for creating video content. I learned all these methods that I showed you the hard way, by trial and error and lots of mistakes when I first started making videos. So I encourage you to also learn by trial and error, and if you use the same techniques that I outlined in this video, I'm sure you will get great results much faster and with less frustration. Let me know in the comments if you have questions and if you found this tutorial helpful. Thanks for watching this video. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again next time.